was running dry when they wanted to do the San Francisco trip, so thank you very much for that additional support. Now we want to go through the Ball State sales team, and so the students who either competed or went to a competition are going to be recognized, and we have a before we go any further, I'm going to invite Dr. Schussel up to introduce PSC, which is Pi Sigma Epsilon.
All right, so Pi Sigma Epsilon is a sales, marketing, and management business fraternity. And usually PSC chapters get started because they have a sales team or sales club, and then it grows and grows and grows, and it becomes PSC, which specializes in sales. PSC has been at Ball State for years. We've gone through a lot of transitions, and we're actually in a transition right now. So I'm very excited about the opportunities that we're going to be offering. PSC is working very closely with the Sales Center. Michelle is a big help, helping us find sales projects and different ideas of things that we can do to raise money and different opportunities that we can give our students. And as we continue to grow, both as a sales major and as a PSC chapter, I'm hoping that we can combine these and really be able to excel in all the different areas and competitions that we go to. PSC puts together different marketing campaigns. They've done sales projects, and actually we just returned from the national conference, which is part faculty and part student, where they go and they get certified training to be officers in the organization. They brainstorm with all the different chapters across the U.S. And I do want to invite, Jen DeWitt up. She's our new president, because I'd like for her to introduce our new e-board.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jen DeWitt, and I am the president of Pi Sigma Epsilon. It is a pleasure to introduce the new e-board. When I call your name, please stand up. VP of Human Resources, Liz Landers. VP of Public Relations, Denise Kendall. VP of Marketing, Nick and Jessica Simpson. Or, sorry.
I'm not yet. I'm not ready.
I apologize. Nick Simpson and Jessica Freed. VP of Finance, Bill Mitchell. VP of Administration, Kelly Kling. VP of Professional Development, Chris Watson. And Megan Farber. Thank you very much.
Okay, and just like Dr. Inks, I have the opportunity to do a pitch. So, this group, they've only been in office for just a few weeks, and they have worked so hard and they've done so much. There are so many changes and exciting things that we're going to be doing next year. Obviously, I'm the sales or the academic advisor here, so I'm pushing it. But if you are interested in being a PSC member and you want to go to the regional and our national conferences and want to be involved and get real-world experience through our sales projects and different events that we hold on campus, you can contact Michelle in the Sales Center, because I figured that's the easiest email to give, Sales Center, okay? Just email the Sales Center and she'll forward it to me and I'll get it to the right people. And yes, thanks.
Ball State's tagline used to be everything you need. We put more than a few couples together. So I don't know what's going to happen.
You wouldn't be happy with
I'm
that.
just saying, it was a slip of the tongue. Anyway, so we're going to give each of our participants in the sales team, if they were actually competing or actually went to support the team, one of these, can you guys read the print from back there? This is just a little token of appreciation for what they've done. It's just has the Ball State Sales Center information and logo, and then it tells them if they were in a competition and they competed. So I'm going to hand those out as I call their names. Now I might as well do this because Kate Baker, since I'm holding this one, this is the model of wrestler in a box. So come on. Yeah, I do. DJ Andrews, Daryl. DJ also serves in our armed services and is going to go into OCS, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Congratulations. Thank you. Roger Camarena, sorry. Now, Roger's uncle and father have most excellent Mexican restaurants in the Chicago area, so if you ever get up there, you're supposed to go, what's the name of them?
Cocula.
Cocula. Zach Canterbury. Zach. Come on down, nobody would know that reference. Price is right.
It's still on. Through Harry.
Tyler Clements. I want to stand along. Makes me feel important. Thanks. Thanks. Kyle Conley. He stepped out. He's outside the office. Justin Davis. Thank you. See, it works. Congratulations. Chelsea. Yeah. I know. Chelsea Gray, come on in. Congratulations. Taylor Lee. Kaylee Nope. Now, I have to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about Kaylee. Kaylee came to my office early this semester, and she said, did you go to Purdue? And I said, yeah. She said, were you in the Teak House? I said, yeah. She said, did you know Mike Knoll? I said, well, yeah, that's my dad. Oh, no. And I'm telling you, it took me, I was derailed for about 2 days because my college days were a lot different than now. So that world was way, way over there. This world I'm established and comfortable in, and the thought of that world coming in really terrified me. So I told her, I said, you don't get any stories until a few weeks or months after you graduated, please. So. And her parents are here tonight, by the way. Thank you for coming up and supporting. Appreciate that. We still like to sing, don't you think? Mar Daisy? Absolutely. Tony Reeder. Congratulations. Tyler Rosberg. Tyler's going to work for Hormel. That's good. Dave Schellenberger. Congratulations. You get in a position where the tea is always sweet.
Me too.
Kyle Simmons. Nick Simpson. Single. Oh, okay. Oops. Oops. Katie Shelton. Katie was one of our students who went on the most trips, I think, right? 3? Did you make 3?
I must say, I wanted to remind you, I was an alternate at nationals and on the team too.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, she was did a lot of work for the sales teams and participation. Simon Walder. Congratulations. Brandon Wesley. They're probably at the library studying, apparently, is where they're. Okay, so none of them. Okay. Next, what I want to do is offer up some recognition for some of the people who work with us this year. We were new to get Aaliyah Ford. She's a TCOM graduate student who came over to help us in the sales labs, in particular, to help us what they call increase our production value. I've been doing some of the work, but I'm enough to get us mediocre at best. So we got Aaliyah over to help us make better quality videos. So Aaliyah, stand up. Thank you very much. And now, I also want to thank one of our student workers who has left us. She has not quite yet seen the light. She's pursuing other education, but hasn't seen the sales light yet. But we're still hopeful. And that is Laura Albers. She worked in the sales center for over 2 years. And she was a little shy at first, but it didn't take her long to pick up in the office banter. And so she joined in and dished it back to us pretty good. She's done a phenomenal job for us in the sales center, so I thank her for all her effort and wish her good luck. And next, I would like to offer thanks to Michelle Bartlett, our outreach coordinator. She joined us a little over a year ago, and has made formally. Well, if you don't count the temp stuff, she actually came on. I wasn't going to mention it, but she came on as a temp, and she quickly preferred the moniker of temp. And then she did a stint over in history, and we stole her back, our full-time position. And the folks at the history department were kind of happy they got her from us. And then when we stole her back, the chair called me up and he said, "Well, I guess what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?" I said, "You better believe it, buddy." And so she's done a phenomenal job. She manages multiple tasks. She gets things done. She deals with last-minute requests. Not that we make any last-minute requests, because we're all very scheduled and organized. And she's always kept the sales center running very smoothly. Recruiters and students and other faculty have all sung her praises, and so we'll just give her a round of applause and thank her. One of the things that I talked to Michelle here talking, something about the job gives her a pain in the neck. I'm not sure what it is, but she always talked about this pain in the neck associated with working in the sales center. And so what I did was I created these pack of 10 individual chair massagers. So you can have 10 or come over and kind of work out that pain in your neck. Now, you can't turn these in, they're not legit. I'm going to have to actually pay for those separate. There you go. Okay, and so last time, I didn't really tell Ramon that I was going to recognize him tonight, but it's tough to kind of figure out what the right venue is to recognize somebody who's done so much. And he's not retiring, which is good. He's still staying involved in the sales center, which is also good. So this is a pretty good place to do it. He is the reason why we have the sales center. And if it hadn't been for him, what was it, 94, 3, we started the sales concentration, and then brought it back and got us endowed at the H.H. Gregg Center for Professional Selling in 2002. And really, it's been his vision and his work that put this all together. And you know, if we didn't have that, if we didn't have him at the helm there, none of the things that we do would be possible, and we certainly wouldn't be here tonight celebrating some of the accomplishments we've done in the last couple of years. Now, I met Ramon actually as a graduate assistant. I came back from, I was working in sales and came to Ball State to get my MBA. I can't remember who was assigned to as a GA, but I heard that, oh, there's a guy teaching sales. And so I said, wow, that sounds pretty good. I want to be his GA, maybe. And I remember walking down the stairwell in the business building, and we're on our way to the Kitzman Center or something for a banquet we used to do. Asked him if I could be his GA. Well, he already had one, Kate Van Camp. And while she was at the time single and was fairly attractive, business is business, so I elbowed her out as best I could and got in. And you know, for me, that was a pivotal moment. So from there, Ramon served as a mentor for me and guided my career and my personal life since 92, I guess, when we started. And he got me involved in working with the sales students, also in the research side, and recommended I go down to Memphis to get my PhD, which I did. And then said, well, you can come back here and teach after that, which took a little while, but we made it happen. And he's just somebody who's got unmatched integrity and willingness to help people be successful. And so yeah, I'm just proud to say he's my mentor, colleague, and my friend. So thank you very much. Who have been in Ramon's classes, you're probably aware that he's a Cincinnati Reds fan. And so we got this picture, and it's got the Big Red Machine folks, Tony Perez, that's right, yeah, and Joe Morgan, Johnny Bench, and Berkey and Pete Rose. All autographed. Wow. All the authentication and documentation.
Well, thank you very much. That's kept asking me if I was coming tonight, and we've got kids in volleyball. We had to drop one off to get here, and we barely got here on time. And she took her books with her to study because she had to go 45 minutes early. And but the thing that makes this special is, you know, I graduated from Ball State, and 30 years ago, we had a dean, and the continuity's been phenomenal. Dean Palumba talked about centers of excellence, and he wanted people to step forward and take on those centers of excellence. And Jim Lowry was the chair. I've only had 3 chairs since I've been here in over 30 years. Jim Lowry, Brian Smith, and Ray Montagno, 3 wonderful people to work with and work for. And I never really thought I ever worked for anybody, worked with them, because they're just such great leaders. And basically 3 deans, Dean Palumba, Dean Richardson. We had interim Dean Davis until Dean Saniel came on board. Again, the department chairs and the deans supported the sales program, did wonderful things for us when we asked for things, gave us the support we needed. So that's made it really nice. I mean, then the focus, and Dr. Inks will tell you this, that when we talk about these things, was to keep it on the students. The focus, and the career fair started 16, 17 years ago. The idea is to get outstanding companies to come in and recruit our students. And when I knew we had outstanding students, so with the right curriculum and the right faculty, these things were very doable. And so really, the thing that's made this all possible are the students going out and doing an outstanding job, because then when they go out and do that, then the recruiters come back and they want people like you. And I can tell you some of their names. Jenny Osborne was my first student that made it to Eli Lilly, and that was big. And I talk about her in class, and I can think of many, many students over the years that when they went in there, I just said, be outstanding. And I heard a guy many years ago say that nobody rises to low expectations. And so that's what it's all about. And because our students have gone out there and performed, then that paves the way for you. And now you're going to go out soon and pave the way for the next group of students. So the world's changing. Technology is the direction. And you know, I really pushed hard for Dr. Inks to be the director, because that's what we need now. And I'll be there to help in any way I can and continue to do what I do. But anyway, thank you very much. And that's the great news. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right up there with everybody, at least for 4 or 5 more years. So thank you very much. Oh, and I always forget to do it. My wife Terry's with me, and she's right here. She's sitting with me. And she's been my partner for 30 years through all this and put up with me. So thank you very much.
Okay, so I'll also recognize my wife, who I met here at Ball State, which indirectly then I owe to Ramon. And you know, when I met her, the first night I met her, she said, I asked her what she was doing. She said, well, I'm going to run the Indy Mini. Are you going to? And I said, well, of course. Everybody? I mean, I had no idea what it was, and I realized I had to run in it. So I did. Thank you all very much for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. And thank you for your continued support for those sponsors who are here. And good night, and have a good rest of the week.